Yo, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike here, man. Quick update for all you as Georgia sports fan, man. What a great day to be an Atlanta Braves fan. They clinched today the National League East. Yep, they are the champions. I want to say this, man. They are ahead of schedule. We all know we have Freddie Freeman, Ozzy Albies. Both of those guys are just doing a great. They're just great right now. Pitching staff, Julio Teheran is pitching great. You know, Johan Camargo, Ozzy Albies, Acuna, Freddie Freeman. You know, Ender. Man, it's just so many help. You know, Nick Markakis. Like I said before, you have Julio Teheran. He's pitching much better. You have Gosner. Falcons is just doing the thing right now. Falcons, but the Braves are doing their thing right now. They are the National League East champions. They are in the playoffs ahead of schedule. For me, I didn't think these guys could be this good this early, but like you said before, man, this is baseball. This is sports. It just happened. And here we go. As a clip of the 2018 NL East champions, the Atlanta Braves, man. I'm happy. Like you have Brian Snicker, these guys, you know, with the champagne bath. You see this with the champagne, man. This team is already ahead of schedule, man. I'm just proud of these guys, and it's back like old times. It really is like old times with the Braves, man. Like the back in the day where you had the Atlanta Braves, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, those guys are just doing their thing back then. Like I said before, man, you know, it's a great time to be, you know, Atlanta sports. You have the Atlanta Dream doing their thing. They fell a little bit short, but they were pretty damn good this season. The Atlanta Hawks are they're in a rebuilding mode, but they have, you know, a guy like Trae Young, who I'm very excited about, Kevin Huerter. You have John. Like I'm really excited about just Georgia sports, and you know, like I said before, man, I'm just happy. There's the champagne just going through the feed, man, the Twitter feed, and here we go, a clip. Acuna right here. Chicago, Dansby Swanson, man, these guys are just incredible, man. Here we go, Vizcaino with the last out, and Acuna, of course, rookie of the year, no doubt about that. He makes the catch. The Braves are headed back to the fucking playoffs. All right, they're going back to the playoffs with a win over the Philadelphia, not Eagles, but the other team in Philadelphia, and that's the Phillies. But man, I'm happy. I still, for whatever reason, I just don't believe in Brian Snicker. I just don't believe in him. I just have a hard time. I don't like the way he uses the bullpen. He misuses the bullpen. The offense is the Falcons. I'm so used to saying the Falcons, but if the Braves are going to make a run in the playoffs, they have to do it with the offense, because right now, the way the bullpen is, you know, set up, they're going to need Julio Teheran. You need Fultonevich. I hope I'm saying the name right. Buffoti. You're going to need Gosner. You're going to need a lot of these guys, the starting pitchers, to pitch deep into the game, because the bullpen fucking sucks, all right? No doubt about that. The bullpen sucks, but they did great. Freddie Freeman, like I said, man, you got Acuna hitting lead off, and this guy's been absolutely on a man, this guy's been incredible. Like I said, if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, yeah, it's some bullshit. So Acuna definitely, anything can happen. But I just love this Braves lineup. Ozzy Albies is starting to get hot. Dansby Swanson doing his thing. Johan Camargo is incredibly hot right now. But man, it's great. Look at this picture, man. I love to see these young guys. These guys are just getting started. These guys just getting started. So The Braves doing that thing. Just doing my little, run through. Freddie Freeman. I will be doing the Atlanta Braves, but the Georgia Bulldogs. Gonna go through and see. Just going through Twitter, seeing what's up, man. But damn, yeah, it's just good to have these guys back. So let me head to. I know you guys saw the Mizzou Georgia game, but if any of you guys have seen it, it was a sloppy game, terrible game for my liking. I want these guys to win the national championship, and the way they played today, you're not going to beat the Alabama team, especially with Tago, doing this thing. They got to play better. What's going on? What's going on? Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's a bad picture. Anyway, but yeah, Georgia had to play better than they played. Today was absolutely horrible, okay? I know they won, scored 40 points, and they scored 40 points on a horrible game. It was a terrible game for the Bulldogs, all right? Terrible. For me, can't play. I thought Fromm was absolutely just... He was inconsistent all game. For whatever reason, he just didn't have it. Drew Lock, I don't know why people are so onto this guy. I think he looked absolutely horrible today. Under 50% completion percentage. Fucking terrible. Okay. The Bulldogs couldn't tackle. They couldn't do a lot of things today. They played absolutely bad. And they scored 40 points. That tells you something. The offense wasn't clicking. Only person, Riley Ridley, Calvin Ridley's younger brother, he had a pretty good game. Elijah Holyfield Elijah Holyfield just looks absolutely hungry. All right, Elijah Holyfield looks like be starter. He's running hard with a purpose. He looks hungry, and I know he just wants to show what he can do. I love that competitive nature in our running backs. Any running backs, players step up when it's your time to play. Step up, and that's what Elijah Holyfield did. He looked absolutely good today. Shit. Yeah, the Bulldogs did win. Going through the feed right now. It was a sloppy game. All right, it really was a sloppy fucking game. And if whoever thought it was a good idea for the Tigers to do construction during the middle of the season, you guys at Missouri need to be fired. Like, just looking at that game, just the camera angles, it was just hard to watch. It was just hard to watch for me. Here you have a play. Yep, they did their thing today, man. Like I said, the Bulldogs. Drew Lock was just awful today. Only thing that went their way in the game, Mizzou. The center, I forget his name, but that guy's legit. I would love to see, what he can do on the next level. I'll get there sooner or later. Sooner or later, motherfucker. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just talking shit. But yeah, the Bulldogs did their thing today, man. I'm just waiting. I was gonna watch the Bama, but kind of bored with Alabama, to be honest. I think they played trash team, but that's just my opinion. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, baby. Do what you do. It's not going to be long. I just decided I wanted to do a little update for the people who didn't watch the Georgia game today. Yeah, just doing this. It's all for fun. It's nothing serious. Tomorrow, though, I damn sure will be doing a live after the Atlanta Falcons with them stinking, skanky, stanky, shitty ass, garbage, trash ass Saints. I will be doing the live to come in and talk much shit. Yes, sir. I damn sure will. Don't worry about it. I got you too, man. I make it, we make it. You're good people, so I'll definitely help you as much as I possibly can. It's all good, baby. And Georgia's number two didn't play like a number two to me. I won a national championship. We damn sure didn't play like it today. We play like absolute trash. You can't play like that if you want to beat the Alabama team. It's not going to happen. And that's why Kirby was just on the sideline screaming. So mental mistakes today, missed tackles, just horrible plays, missed field goals. Georgia just didn't play well at all. But yeah, all I'm saying is Mizzou. Fuck Mizzou. All right, they played well today, but it is what it is. And Riley really did his thing, and I'm just going feed, man. Just going through the feed. And what the hell happened to Nebraska today? Nebraska, good God. What the hell happened? I know you guys are rebuilding, but Jesus Christ. What the hell is going on in Nebraska? Nebraska used to be a hell of a program. And look at this freaking score. Okay? These guys had -6 yards rushing. Okay? I don't remember a Nebraska team ever being -6 going back to the Tommy Frazier days. Like, I don't remember Nebraska being this horrible offensively, especially with the running game. But I guess that's what happened when you completely change the culture, the style of play that you want in Nebraska. Michigan, I think, is an overrated team, trash team to be honest, but it is what it is. They ran over a team that's rebuilding. Nebraska's 0-3. Ah, good God. This is the first time they've been 0-3 since 1945. Okay? Jeez. This is hard. It's for me. Like I said, I remember the Tommy Frazier days when I'm growing up. Tommy Frazier. Forget the other back, but yeah, Nebraska. They look awful right now. I know it's a rebuilding team, but Jesus Christ. Look better. At least try to put up some points. How the hell do you rush for -45 yards? Oh, yeah, your boy Tiger Woods. Oh, shit. I forgot about Tiger, man. Tiger on this way to his first win in a long freaking time. He's in Atlanta doing his thing. So to see Tiger get his first win in a long freaking time, coming back from back surgery. So I'd love to see Tiger do his thing. I know he got a couple of tweets from Steph Curry with an incredible couple of shots from Tiger. No, Tiger doing this not normal Tiger thing. Come on, bro. Don't be embarrassed to be like that, man. Come on, internet. Stop with the slow shit, bro. Yeah, look at this. Yep. 6 birdies, okay? 6 birdies in the first 7 holes. That shit right there is ridiculous. This is what Tiger could do. Look at this. Birdie, par, birdie, 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 birdie. He's about 5 shots. Yeah, Tiger's doing this thing right now. I love golf really needs Tiger. Yeah, golf really needs Tiger. Here's one of the shots. I hope I don't get fucked up because YouTube be tripping about the videos and stuff. You can't do this and copyright. Fuck it. It is what it is, man. But that's what Tiger does best. It'll be alright though. 6 holes, 5 birdies, up 5. Tiger doing his thing. I'm back, bitch. I'm back, bitch. 42. Damn, I didn't know Tiger was that. Wow. I had no clue Tiger was 42 years old. He still can play. Wow, another 10 years or so. Damn, he's 42 years old and he's had 4 back surgeries. That's fucking crazy. Wow. So he's headed to another win. Ooh, wow. But yeah, Steph Curry. That's a tweet from Steph Curry. He said, I want whatever you had for Tygo that shit, man. Tygo that shit. 4 back surgery, he come back like it's nothing. All right, Tiger. I want whatever you had for breakfast this morning. This is insane. All right. I'm a huge golf fan. Nah, I'm bullshitting. I don't know shit about no fucking golf. But it is what it is. I just want to see Tiger win. That's all about, man. But this is a slow freaking day. I'm just ready for the Falcons to play tomorrow. You know, Alabama doing that thing. Tago. I don't know why this guy reminds me of Vic. His arm, I've yet to see him use his legs to move around. This guy just have a hell of a freaking. This guy can throw his ass off. Like Taco is the real deal. But yeah, man, Braves doing that thing, man. I expect him to make it at least try to win a couple of games. I really don't expect much out of these guys, but when you have the offense like the Braves have right now, anything can happen. They can get hot. Like I said, we've seen you least expect gets hot. You have at least a couple of pitchers that can make a run. At least keep it. You know, Julio Teheran, he's pitching well right now, so anything can happen for the Braves. Anything can happen for the Braves, so you never know, man. Texas A&M, yeah, they getting their ass handed to by Bama. I'm just tired of Bama. I'm so sick of these bastards. I just wish Alabama just go away. Just go the fucking way so the dogs can, come and win the championship. That lucky ass shit last year came down to one play. I don't know what the hell were you doing? I'd love to do an interview with Dominique Sanders and figure out what the hell he was doing. Yeah, I wouldn't either, man. The way they started out, I wouldn't have never thought. Especially, this is one of those years we're just, trying to figure out what these guys, who they were, the identity of this team. Acuna, when they called up Acuna, just everything changed. Acuna is a freaking superstar. He will win the NFC. If he doesn't win the National League, if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I'm never watching baseball ever again. This dude's a fucking stud, all right? He's in the running for me. Like I said, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. This guy that fucking special. When you have Chipper Jones say this guy's a 5'2" player, where he can do every damn thing, yeah. The Braves are definitely on the up and coming. They're on the up and up. Love to see what they doing in the future, man. But yeah, man, just going through the feed, man. It's boring as hell right now, to be honest. Miko Hardman doing his thing. But again, with the Dogs today, man, they really look lackluster. Terrible. No, they didn't play with a sense of urgency. They just looked bored. It was out of. I don't know what it was. It was just one of these days. And normally Mizzou just was one of those teams where they just give the Dogs a hard time. But yeah, just one of those games, bro. But I love to see what the Braves did. The Braves did clinch today. I think the Braves did clinch today, but I don't expect much out of these guys, to be honest. Like I said, I love my Braves, but the fact that they made it to the playoffs, and the team weren't really trying to win. These guys didn't spend a lot of money. They didn't really spend any money, but they saw how hot that they got off. And here we go, Freddie Freeman. I'm scared of these videos because they might give me a copyright, but fuck it. It is what it is. Freddie Freeman, Braves Clinch today. I don't know how many. Do you guys know how many titles this is? NL East titles. Hell no, that should be somewhere. Lieutenant Dan, Dansby Swanson, stole him. I forgot all about the United. How the hell can I forget about the United? United doing their thing too. Faulty. He had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning, and then Brian Snitker does his usual, takes a hot guy out, and the bullpen blows it. All right. Thank God we got an offense. And these guys can score at any time, especially with Acuna leading off. Yeah, Freddie Freeman, Nick Markakis, and Johan Camargo doing this thing. I will say this about Kamara. That's the only guy that I'm concerned with tomorrow, to be honest, Cardi. Because we don't have Deion Jones. We don't, but I expect the Saints to full advantage of Duke Riley tomorrow. So I think to key and to have Tack McKinley out tomorrow, the Falcons need Vic Beasley and Grady Jarrett. Steven Means, who's taking over for an injured Tack McKinley, has a growing injury. So the Falcons need Grady and Vic to step up, especially Vic Beasley, okay? We need him to play. So Drew Brees won't have a lot of time to find a Kamara and take advantage of a Duke Riley. So, man, that's about all I'm nervous about. The Saints offense, I mean, you see what they did against the Cleveland. I mean, this is Cleveland Browns, all right? They almost lost to the Cleveland Browns, all right? If it wasn't for that damn kicker missing all those damn kicks, they would have lost to the Browns. So, not really worried about them. They still have to stop the Falcons, so I ain't worried about the Saints. As long as the Falcons execute and do what they do, they create turnovers and you're getting the guy back. And DeMonte Casey, Vic has to step up. And as I made a video earlier and I was explaining why, Vic Beasley he really isn't getting a lot of sacks, and I want to clear this up. It's because it's not an excuse. What I'm saying is Vic Beasley is being used in so many ways that is not what he does best. Vic Beasley is a pass rusher. Dan Quinn is using him as a spy when you're playing running quarterbacks like I said before, Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, and he does great. But Vic Beasley needs to be rushing the passer. And he's in coverage. He's been used as a spy and as a pass rusher. There's no one on the defense that does as much as Vic Beasley does. And that goes for Rico Allen. Rico Allen is the signal caller for the Falcons, but he doesn't do as much as Vic Beasley. And we wonder why the guy doesn't have and he doesn't get a lot of sacks. He's tired as fuck. Vic is tired as hell. By the time he get to, in the fourth quarter, he's tired. So we need guys like Grady Jarrett. You need guys like Tack McKinley. And Tack McKinley is injured. I don't think it's too serious, but growing injuries, they can be a little bit tricky. But I don't think Vic is. I mean, people's panicking on Vic. I'm like, they call him a bust. I mean, how many times we gonna call this guy a bust and he breaks out for 3, 4 sack team? This is what he does. So I'm not worried about Vic like most. I'm really not worried about Vic at all. I think he's gonna show out. He's gonna do what he do. He needs to step up, and that's a great point, Cardi. I think Calvin Ridley, he's gonna show up for the simple fact that Mister, I think I'm a Pro Bowler in what the hell the cornerback, whatever the fuck his name is, cornerback for um, the Saints. The Saints don't have a second corner. All right, PJ Williams, that guy's not going to do it. He can't hold a guy like Muhammad Sanu and Calvin Ridley down. See a lot of Calvin Ridley being used in the slot against their safeties, which is we've seen is a soft spot and on the defense, a place where you can attack these guys. Julio Jones, don't know how serious his calf injury is, so I expect Julio's going to be Julio. I mean, I'm worried about Julio. Duke Riley, he's going to do what he does. He's improving. I like what I'm seeing from him. He has lapses in the game where he makes kind of moments. He has those, but like I said before, Duke Riley is still learning. This is really his full season, the first full season. Hasn't had a full season yet. Alford is good. He's a playmaker. He has better hands than Trufant, but Trufant does the things. Trufant does things that you don't see, and it's not flashy. Trufant does not have great hands at all. I mean, that's a stretch to say he even has hands, to be honest. I mean, he drops shit that goes straight into his hands, straight into his body. Trufant has terrible hands, but Alford, that's about all he is as good. It's not as good as Trufant. He's better ball hawk. He has better hands, but that's about it. Brian Poole is a guy that the Falcons can use in a number of ways. He's one of those players, again, that Dan Quinn loves. He can do multiple things. He can tackle. He's a great blitzer. And he's improving as a coverage guy. So Poole is a valuable team on this defense, Keith. Marshawn Lattimore. Yes, Marshawn Lattimore. I forgot his name. He talked a lot of crap to my sister on Twitter. So fuck Marshawn Lattimore. That's my own. That's the thing, Keith. I think that's the thing that's concerned that I'm concerned with as far as the Falcons are concerned is they have to keep Alvin Kamara under wraps, and without a Deion Jones, Vic Beasley, I expect to see him in coverage. I don't like it, but I expect to see a lot of him in coverage. I think the Falcons will have to use a lot of cover three, and try to, have DeMonte Casey, Brian Poole, Rico Allen. These guys make plays. These guys have to make plays in the secondary, and we got to get pressure. Can't let Drew Brees sit back and just, pick us apart, because he will do that. Third down, like I said, keeping Alvin Kamara under wraps. Michael Thomas is what he is. I'm not really sold on Michael Thomas. I don't see the big deal. I just think he's in an offense where he's going to get a lot of targets because they throw pretty much every freaking down. That's all the Saints do. It's throw. So I'm not really concerned about Michael Thomas. I think Trufant off can hold him down. But the key to the game, like I said, I'll make 3 keys tomorrow, keys to victory a little later on. But the key to the game, key to the game is DeMonte Casey and its ability to make plays. Falcons haven't had a safety, and I like Rico Allen, but they haven't had a safety in a while that is a playmaker who can get interception. They don't really have a guy outside of Deion Jones and Robert Alford who can make plays with their hands. And DeMonte Case is one of those guys that you have to have in the lineup because he has ball hawking skills. I wouldn't say Steve Sarkisian is terrible. I think he definitely has a great offensive mind. I like the way he used the wide receivers in stacks. What I mean by stacks is, you have three wide receivers. You can either use the tight end or running back, and like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Patriots, they use a lot of stack formations. Steve Sarkisian is brilliant at creating, one-on-one out of the stack formation, shotgun. That's why you see the Falcons in the shotgun a lot. Steve Sarkisian is very good with that. He's been using Julio, Calvin Ridley, a lot of these guys with the wide receiver, end around just to get the ball in these guys' hand. A lot of reverses, a lot of trick plays. Mohamed Sanu, he had a play last week. He made a bad read. Should have just handed off to Tevin Coleman. But Steve Sarkisian is getting these guys in position to make plays, and the Falcons just have to make plays. It really has on Sark. I thought he called a pretty good game. In the second, even in the first game, I thought he, called a pretty good game. I think Steve Sarkisian he used players in the wrong time, in the wrong fashion. That's his biggest thing. I mean, you're on the goal line. Why the hell is Julio standing on the sideline? That should never ever happen. All right, he's the best player. Leave Julio in the game. Those are the things that Steve Sarkisian struggles with. All right, that's what he struggles with. Sark's play calling. The fade route, that fade route is getting old. We need to do something else. I think in the goal line situation, Steve Sarkisian has to use more of Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman has to be more of a focus in the red zone. All right, he's definitely our best runner and our best weapon, right along with Austin Hooper in goal line situations. Speed up the tempo. That's a great point. I think Matt Ryan has to use more of the hurry up offense, and we saw a little bit of that in the game against Carolina. Matt Ryan got into a rhythm. It's all about getting Matt Ryan in the rhythm. When Matt is making his passes, making his reads, he can hit everyone in stride. So it's all about protecting Matt Ryan and getting him, in a comfortable position. Freeman. And Bernard, I think that's a big thing. That's the biggest issue. Freeman made a couple of bad decisions in the offseason. Well, one bad decision in the offseason. He should have just, had surgery on that knee, and now it's been ailing him for the last, ever since last year, the end of last year. He should have just had surgery and, get it over, and now it's carried on 2018 season. But, now the Falcons have Ito Smith, terrific player that I'm seeing. I see a lot of, both of those guys. He's he's closer to Freeman, but he runs that straight up. He's a weird player. I see a little bit of both of them. Tevin Coleman and he's a little bit more, Devontae Freeman, because he can use his feet well. He can catch out of the backfield. He has speed. He has a little bit of an upright running style at times, but he can move. He can spin. He uses his feet. So Ito Smith is a terrific player. I think he's going to be, he's going to cause some problems for either Coleman or Freeman. One of these guys are going to have to go. If Ito Smith continues to play like this, the Falcons may have to make a bad, I won't say a bad decision, but the Falcons will have to make a decision whether or not to keep Coleman or Freeman. And the way things are looking, they may have to trade Coleman. If they can't get Freeman to rework his deal, which I seriously doubt this year Freeman is going to give up any money. That's not going to happen even next year. I don't think he's going to give up any money. So we may be looking at Tevin Coleman, the last of Tevin Coleman. And if we can get rid of Tevin Coleman, you have to at least get, 2 or 3 picks from him. Because Tevin Coleman is a weapon. You don't want to get these guys away for nothing. But when Freeman is out, I think the issue, I don't know. I don't know about, the Falcons of being a better offense with or without Freeman. I think the issue with Freeman right now is just he's not healthy. And when he is, injured and he's not healthy, he's not helping the team. So you draft a guy like Ito Smith who can come in and take his, pretty much do what Freeman does. But Freeman just needs to sit out until he's healthy. That's his best bet. For me, he has to sit out and just get healthy. Freeman is making, I think his contract was 5 years, around $45 million, $40 and $45 million. So he's making a lot of money. All right. So if if Freeman is not, contributing, he's injured. The Braves, but the Falcons will have to, they have to make a decision whether ask Freeman to take a pay cut or rework his deal. He's going to have to do something. Especially he has no leverage if he's injured. So he has to Freeman has to get healthy right now. Matt Ryan contract is what it is. I just think quarterbacks today, period, I mean, they are very important to the team. But when you have a guy like Kirk Cousins with $84 million guaranteed, and you have the quarterback of San Francisco, Jimmy Garoppolo, these guys getting $135 million contract. Like, these guys do anything. You getting these quarterbacks so much money. So I can't really say that Matt Ryan's contract is too much or overrated or whatever you may want to call it. It is what it is. I may not want to, pay Matt Ryan or whomever that much money. It is what it is. We got to deal with it. That's just players get huge contracts. Bernard Trufant would definitely at some point rework his deal. Just through his play, he doesn't command the money that he's making. He will have to rework that contract at some point. The way that contract is designed and what his play is saying, it's not worth it. So he will, I think at some point he will rework his deal. He will still get his money, but he'd have to make a more of a team friendly contract. I mean, Cardi, I think at this point, it's really up. This is the first time I really have no freaking clue what the Falcons are going to do with either Freeman or Coleman because of a guy like Ito Smith. If Ito Smith continues to play the way he's playing and he plays great against the Saints, you may be looking at Coleman being traded more so than Freeman. And I say that basically solely because of Freeman's contract. And I doubt this year or next year that Freeman is going to rework his deal. Now, there's always a chance that Freeman, is a team player and he wants to help the team win and he takes less money. to get more talent on the team so you can win championships. But I don't think that's likely this year or next year. So, and more likely we'll be seeing the end of Tevin Coleman in Atlanta, most likely. But there is a way that the Falcons can re-sign him. They can do a contract where it's around 4 year, $32 million, and they front load the contract and give Tevin Coleman most of his money in the first 2 years, and they can they can front load the contract, and where they can make in the back end, he have a low cap number around $4.5 million. So that's terrific for a backup. I mean, that's terrific for a running back. So there is a way that the Falcons can keep Coleman and Freeman, but at this point, with Freeman being injured, I don't know if it's going to happen. I really have no clue what the hell is going to happen. Have to wait till the season pan out. And the schedule is pretty, outside the first couple of games, Falcons have a easy schedule, a pretty favorable schedule. Now, Coleman is yes, Coleman has those guys every year, each year these guys have similar numbers. I mean, the Falcons offense, that rushing offense is just top notch. All right, they're top level. They was without a doubt one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL. When Coleman and Freeman are doing their thing, the offensive line, in the rhythm, Coleman and Freeman, these go. You can have it two. There have been games where the Falcons had, Matt Ryan passing for 250 yards, and you have Coleman and Freeman combining for 200 yards. So this Falcons rushing attack, it's the real deal. I just at this point in time with Freeman, no idea what they're going to do, man. But the Saints will be without their running back, Mark Ingram. He's still serving benching for his for the PEDs. But the Saints and the Falcons back are they are alike. But I think in this game, especially with the loss of Deion Jones, and I know Drew Brees is happy not to see Deion Jones in the lineup because he had the pick six and he had the big play last year, intercepting the ball in the end zone. So yeah, I know Drew Brees is happy not to see Deion Jones in the lineup. Oh no, I mean Odell Beckham is a tremendous talent, but for one, he's too damn emotional, and I think he's I won't say one dimensional, but you can get inside Odell's head. I mean, you just talk to him, Odell. You can take him out of this game. Michael Thomas is overrated, to be honest. I think Michael Thomas is incredibly overrated. I think he's just a big physical receiver playing in a terrific offense where the head coach is the play caller and he's going to get him touches. Simple as that. Now, Mike Thomas, he is a player. He's a good player, but he's no Odell. He's not, those guys are not damn sure not better than Julio. I mean, just stop it. People, stop it. If you believe that Julio, Michael Thomas, AJ Green, Odell Beckham are better than Julio, all right, we need to get you off that shit. All right, get off the drugs, people. If you think Michael Thomas, Odell Beckham, and AJ Green are better than Julio, stay off the drugs. Stay off the drugs. No more dope. No more weed. Stop it. All right, get off the drugs. But I think the Saints, their design in this game will be take advantage of Duke Riley. They're going to take full advantage of Duke Riley. So we might have to see. I think they're going to go X to try to take advantage of Duke Riley, two tight end sets. Because if they go to four wide receivers, that means you bring Rico Allen, DeMonte Casey up, and you don't want. Um, I wouldn't want, to be honest. I wouldn't want to, bring in, spread the Falcons out because at some point, Devondre Campbell is no slouch as a cover linebacker either, so he can play. He can cover in Kamara in the backfield. So the Falcons have guys that can cover Kamara. I just think they're going to take full advantage of um, Duke Riley, and that's the issue that I have, only concern that I have with the Saints and the Falcons tomorrow is how Duke Riley is going to play against Alvin Kamara. DeAndre Hopkins is a damn good player. All right, we're talking about DeAndre Hopkins is damn sure one of the best receivers in the league. Mike Thomas is nowhere even near DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, I don't think Michael Thomas is even better than Mike Evans. Tampa. Mike Evans is a hell of a player. But yeah, Duke Riley, the next couple of games is damn sure good for Duke Riley. Tremendous. This is big. Like, he needs to step up like absolute right now. Right now. We need you right now. This is the biggest game. And if Duke Riley has won the game, we had 10 tackles, a tackle for loss, sack, interception, whatever. Fumble recoveries. You just need Duke Riley to make plays, to be consistent, to be smart, intelligent. Do what you do. I think Duke Riley is a tremendous player. I think he has tremendous ability. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that catch against Mike Evans when Keanu Neal tore his ass up on the sideline. But he caught that thing. But he damn sure got hit by Keanu. Tried to pretend like it didn't hurt, but Keanu lit his ass up. I'm not sure if you mean the sideline. That's the one that I remember. But Mike Evans makes catches like that all the time. Mike Evans is a hell of a receiver. So Michael Thomas or Mike Evans? I'm going with Mike Evans. But I think it may have been True Font and Keanu Neal, I believe. Yeah, Duke Riley needs to work on. I think it's more of a, as DeAndre Campbell said in a video interview. I think it's just all in Duke Riley's head because I think he definitely has the athletic ability. He can make plays, but Duke Riley he takes himself out of plays. All right. And when you don't believe in yourself as a player, you're always thinking, that's when you get yourself in trouble. So, Duke Riley just has to trust his instinct because he can play. He has the athletic ability. He has the, like I said, he has the ability. He just needs to trust himself. It's all about confidence with Duke. Duke just has to trust himself. But yeah, DJ Moore called a touchdown. That was in garbage time. I mean, also we was missing we was missing DeMonte Casey at that time. So we were down to our third string safety, a guy who just picked up the week before. So Duke Riley definitely needs to work on his recognition. I think he plays better in man and rather than, zone. He's not the best in zone because he's always thinking. Yeah, and that, like I said, the touchdown with DJ Moore, I think it was Duke Riley, and like I said, he has those moments where he's brilliant, and then you have one of those plays with Duke Riley, like, what the hell are you doing, Duke? All right, and that DJ Moore touchdown was definitely one of those guys, one of those times. But Jordan Richards, a guy that we just signed, he hasn't played a game. He was just thrown in because of DeMonte Casey was kicked out of the game for some BS. And the defensive lineman that they signed is Steven Means, a guy that has a tremendous, relentless motor. He has ability. He can rush the passer, but it all comes down with him. It's all about, conditioning. Is he in shape? How long can he play? Can he continue to put, you know, can he play? How many snaps can he play? Because you're gonna need Brooks Reed to step up. You're gonna need Brooks Reed to step up. Jordan Crawford, but Jack Crawford, you're gonna need him to play. Shelby, I don't know if Shelby's gonna play, but he has an issue with his groin, right along with Tack. So man, Stephen Means has to play, and he's gonna get plenty of reps, opportunities to rush the pass. Dan Quinn is definitely gonna put him in position so he can succeed and rush the passer. Don't worry about that. But this Falcons defense, man, even without Deion Jones, even without Keanu Neal, these guys can still make plays, and they have made plays. But you have two excellent corners right now, and I'm just so excited. I'm, just happy for Robert Alford, even though he has those plays where he's just, like what the hell? All right, he gives up big plays, silly penalties, but the Falcon defense is definitely underrated. And one of the most underrated team players on the team is Devondre Campbell. I call him the glue to this defense. I really think Devondre Campbell is the glue to this defense because at his size, he can stop the run, he can rush the passer, he can cover. Devondre Campbell is a tremendous player. But yeah, Tack is out. Free. I think Free is out also. Josh Gordon signed with I think they traded Josh Gordon to the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots, I think that's a silly signing by the Patriots. I think the Patriots are desperate at this moment. Eric Reed is a player that I think he'll fit tremendously. I think he'll fit well in this Falcons defense. But, Colin Kaepernick issue just don't want anything to do with this. So I don't know if that's something that the Falcons think Reed will do well, because you need a guy like Eric Reed to be to fill the void, to be like a Keanu Neal. I think Rocky should be on their second receiver, whoever the hell the Saints' second receiver is because I think Trufant is a more physical. Definitely Trufant is a more physical corner than Rocky, and Michael Thomas is definitely one of the most physical receivers in the game. Trufant plays better in bump and run coverage. He struggles when he has to run with speedy guys like I remember the game. I don't know if you guys remember the game against the Jets last year when Robbie Anderson, he was just torching the Falcons with his speed. So Trufant struggles with speed guys, quick, speed guys and bigger receivers. So I think Rocky should definitely guard the Saints' second receiver. But yeah, baby, I don't know. I really have no idea. I think I want to see what happens to Isaiah Oliver. I don't know if this guy's still injured. I have to check that out. But I want to see what Isaiah Oliver. I have yet to see him this year. I think he's still suffering from a ankle injury. Yeah, they definitely should have won 12-4. Those games against the Jets and the Dolphins, just even the Bills game. The Bills game, that's 3 wins the Falcons should have had last year. 3 wins they should have had last year. And they still was, a play away from really going to the NFC Championship. Julio wouldn't have just if Julio would have just caught the ball inbounds, a better play call for Steve Sarkisian, a better throw from Matt Ryan, the Falcons would have been back into the NFC Championship. So, Falcons are right there. Falcons are right there. No, AB, I don't know about that. Rocky is good, but his technique at time takes him out of play, and that's the reason why he panics, because his technique is not as good as the Desmond Trufant. Trufant can get shook, and he has the recovery speed, and his technique, it rarely gets out of, in bad position where he can't make a play. So Trufant, his technique is what separates him from a lot of corners. That Bills game was just so frustrating. We should have never lost to the damn Jets. That game was close. We got out of that game, but the Dolphins, the Bills game was just absolutely horrible. The Bill games was just all around a mess. Just so glad to get over that. Yeah, I think Matt Ryan does at certain times. We saw that in the first game against the Eagles, where Matt Ryan he was, I'm going to throw it to Julio. I ain't worried about nobody, but in the end zone, in the red zone, I'm going to throw it to Julio. And the play calling didn't help that the Falcons, called 3 consecutive streaks or go routes. They called 3 consecutive. Steve Sarkisian, and see, this is what frustrates me with Steve Sarkisian at times. Like I said, I don't think he's a bad offensive coordinator, but he has one of those. He has a lapse, those times where he's like, what the hell are you thinking? 3 straight plays where you have 3 consecutive go routes. That's not a good set of play calls. So he has to do better with that. Matt Ryan did have tunnel vision on that last possession to get, with Julio. They were just determined to get the ball to Julio. Yeah, Carter, I think the Falcons should have just gave the ball off to Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman was hot in that game, and for whatever reason, again, we stopped running the ball. It just had bad luck with just running the ball. All right, just refuse to run the ball sometimes. Yeah, that's that was one of those times where Steve Sarkisian, Matt Ryan, Dan Quinn said, you know what? We're just going to get a ball to Julio Jones. And Julio Jones is that damn good. But when everybody on the defense know you're going to get Julio the ball, you're not helping. But they should have definitely, they definitely should have won that game against the Eagles. Just things just didn't work out that way. But it's all good. But yeah, man, good win by the Braves. Happy about the Falcons. And, I appreciate everybody. Like I said, man, you guys continue to support your boy, man. I love chatting with you guys. And I will be back tomorrow after the Falcons game to give my thoughts on the game. I love to hear you guys' thoughts on the game tomorrow. And I'm out, man. Peace. I'm gone, baby. Oh, hold on. You guys, we have one more, one more question. Um, Julio is always going to be a target. I think it's difficult to use Julio as a decoy, but it is possible to use Julio as a decoy. And I think the way you can use Julio as a decoy is with a guy like Tevin Coleman, who is a red zone threat. He is the best guy in the red zone for the Falcons, especially he can be used in a multitude of ways as a runner and a pass catcher. So Julio can be used if you line both of those guys on the same side and either hand the ball off or kind of use Coleman in as a pass receiver. Coleman has that ability, so you can do a lot of things with those two guys. Julio Jones, Tevin Coleman in the red zone. You can't forget about Austin Hooper. I think he's going to have a tremendous impact against the Saints tomorrow. I don't like their linebackers. I really don't like anything about that Saints defense. All right. And I'm not just saying this because the Saints are shit and they're our rivals. I'm not afraid of that Saints defense at all. Only person that really makes me nervous on that Saints team is Cameron Jordan. That's about it. Everybody else, Marshawn Lattimore, screw him. Overrated corner. One of my guys, my boy Dre, he hosts a show with me on Red Cup Rants, 3 and Out Radio. I have a link, a playlist of our shows and the playlist for 3 and Out Radio. So if you guys want to check those out at any time, check it out. But I haven't seen Marcus Davenport. Like this is the stuff that I'm talking. Just what the hell are you doing? Why would you give up 2 first-round picks for a guy that it wasn't a top? He wasn't even. I'm sorry. Whatever. It is what it is. I was floored by what the hell the Saints were doing when they gave away. They gave away this year's first-round pick, next year's first-round pick for Marcus Davenport. He was a Division II school. You give up all of that for a guy who played against lesser talent? Didn't make any sense. Ignorant. It was just stupid. But that's good for them. Continue to make stupid moves, Saints. Because when you guess where you're gonna be back? Yeah, Saints. You're gonna be right back with those bags, man. I had to talk about the baseball. I had to talk about the Braves, man. I had to talk about the Braves. They clinched today, and it is what it is. But this is, you already know this is, Atlanta Falcons football. But I like to switch things up, man. Every now and again to talk, what's going around in the sports world. Like today, the Dogs, the Braves, the Conor McGregor fight with Khabib. A lot of people think that Baker Mayfield is the real deal in Cleveland. They look like they have found their best or a quarterback. It looks like he's the real deal. It's still a lot of season to be playing, but it is what it is. They played that. It was just hard to see that day. These guys, the Bulldogs, couldn't tackle for crap today. The linebackers, I don't know what the hell the linebackers were doing. They were a mess today. So they have to fix that defense. But Baker looked like he the real deal. As much as I want to dislike this guy, I think he's an asshole, asswipe. Baker Mayfield, he looks like the real deal. Seriously, for me, he looks like the real deal. I like the way Baker Mayfield is throwing the ball. He's throwing the ball with confidence, and that in a young quarterback, you don't see a lot of that. And when you see it, most of the time he's legit. So the jury's still out on Baker Mayfield, but I think he'd be good. But yeah, those guys are no, they're garbage. Oh my gosh, it was just hard today. It was hard to be a dog fan. Those guys, oh my gosh, I don't know what the hell was going on today. I know Kirby was on the sideline. He was, screaming like a damn madman. But yeah, man, I will be back tomorrow doing a live video after the Atlanta Falcons game. Like I said before, man, appreciate all of the love that y'all been showing me on the channel, man. Do me a favor, everyone on here, man, just share a video, invite at least one player or one person that you know is an Atlanta Falcons fan, have them sub to the channel. Love to talk Falcons football with you guys. But your boy, man, Mike is out, man. Peace.